Hello, 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 hello. Good evening. For those of you who are watching the replay on the next day, good morning. For those of you who are in another time zone, good morning. It is late. Yes, it is late, but I just had to go live on tonight because I really felt poured into on tonight, and I've just been inspired on tonight. And so, because of the things that I've heard on this evening, I wanted to go live to inspire some people, to encourage some people. Right now, this is a season of resilience for many people. It's a season of resilience, but remember, your brilliance will fuel your resilience. And in order to fuel your resilience, you got to work on your mindset. You got to work on your mindset. So if you're watching me live, type hashtag live. If you are watching the replay, type hashtag replay because I want to know that you saw this video. So if this is your first time watching me live, my name is Terry Alford. I specialize in helping business women build wealth and financial freedom so that we can live, lead, and leave multi-million dollar legacies, as you can see. Okay, so I am a life insurance agent. I am a life insurance broker. I am a retirement planning specialist. I can help you with planning for your legacy, your business succession, college planning, personal finance, risk management. I'm your girl. I'm your queen. Okay. And if you want to have six-figure retirement streams over six-figure retirement dreams, make sure you reach out to me. Okay. Tonight, I want to share with you that in your process of building wealth, in your process of building your business, growing your business, or even growing your finances, guess what? You got to be consistent, and your brilliance will fuel your resilience. Y'all, people are watching. People are watching. I had within a 2-hour time frame, I've had 3 people confirm with me for me that there are people out there talking about me, and the things that they are saying about me are good things. Praise the Lord for a great reputation. A great reputation is worth more than a lot of jewels, worth more than rubies and pearls. A great reputation is priceless. So I was excited to hear that there are people actually that out there that are speaking about me. They're speaking about the Attract Abundance Conference. They're speaking about the things that I am doing. And guess what? There are people that are speaking about you too if you are showing up consistently. You may not know how all of the seeds are going to grow, but just know it is your job to keep planting the seeds. I was on the phone with the lady on today. This lady met me last summer. Last summer. And we have not connected one on one. Now, I've seen her out and about. She's seen me out and about. But today we actually connected. And the funny thing is, she said, Terry, I was in a space. I was at a place. She didn't tell me where she was. I'm not even going to tell y'all who she is. But she was like, I was at a place and there were a group of women and they were talking about your event. And they said they want to go to your event because they know that your event is going to be a game changer. They know that they've been to events of yours in the past, and they know that they've been watching you, they've been following you, and they know that they need to be in the room. But they said your ticket prices were $500. And I was like, they need to stop lying on this lady. I know her tickets ain't $500. So when you just told me, because I spoke to this woman and I asked her, I said, are you coming to the Attract Abundance Conference? She said, how much are the tickets? I said, well, it's only $300. I'm sorry, $300 for VIP, not VIP, for the Worthy Woman ticket, which is our general admission ticket. That's $150 a day. And it's only $250 a day if you count Monday and not Monday, Friday and Saturday for VIP. And you get a bonus VIP reception on Thursday night. And she said, I thought they were playing. No, they're not playing. She was like, wow, well, based on our conversation, because here's the thing, before I even asked her if she was coming to the conference, I talked to her for a good 15 minutes. Talked to her for a good 15 minutes. And I was sharing some things with her that she said she needed to hear. And when I shared those things with her, she said, "Oh my gosh, I know for a fact I got to be at the conference." I mean, I was planning on coming to the conference, but when they said $500, I was like, they're playing. But I know I got to be there. I was like, yes, you really do need to be there. And there are 9 VIP tickets left. And I would love to see you at the Attract Abundance conference. So she said, I am going to be there because let me tell you something. You're very popular in DFW. I was like, really? She said, yes, you are like DFW's finest when it comes to those of us who are watching you. I said, really? You have no idea who you are inspiring. You have no idea the type of impact that you're making. Your job is to do what God has called you to do. You plant the seeds, he's going to produce the fruit. He is going to make sure that you reap a great harvest. That was one woman. I was on the phone with another woman on this evening. She said, Terry, I was in a room. She didn't tell me where she was. She didn't tell me who she was around. She just said she was in a room and there were a group of women talking about my conference, the Attract Abundance conference. And they were like, there's this lady, she does this, and that. And they could not think of my name. But they described the conference and they said she got like this big event in October and blah, blah, blah. And this woman said, I believe that you're talking about Terry Alford. And she said, they were like, yeah, that's her name. Within 2 hours of each other, there were 3 people who confirmed that there are people out there that are watching, that are planning, that are actually getting into groups and saying like, y'all, we got to be there. We have to be there. So the reason that I am going live on tonight is to tell you that you got to keep doing what you're doing. It is too soon for you to quit. It is too soon for you to throw in the towel. You have no idea the type of conversations that are being had about you and your projects. People are watching. It is important for you to show up and for you to show up consistently. Now, I did have another friend of mine I talked to on tonight, and we talked about self-care. And I shared with her, yeah, self-care is a big growth area for me. One thing that I do know is that actually talking to people, pouring into people, watching the light bulb go off, being able to hear how I have changed people's lives and how I'm able to impact people is a great way that I refill myself. I refill my cup by hearing the great things that my work has produced in other people's lives. So that is why when I go live and you give me a thumbs up, I'm like, great. That's why when people send me a DM and they're like, I'm so glad you did this. I'm so glad you shared that. That's why even with the masterclass I did last week, people are still talking about how they're getting results with what I taught them on a free masterclass. I love that. One of my love languages is our words of affirmation. So I love that. So I'm sharing with you on tonight that you want to keep going. And in this season, it's about you outdoing yourself. Not anybody else. Some people think I'm trying to outdo them. I'm not trying to outdo you. I'm not trying to outdo you. I'm trying to outdo me. Not even trying. Let me take that out. I am outdoing me. I am working on becoming the next level version of myself each and every year, each and every quarter, each and every month. I am working on becoming the best version of myself physically, mentally, socially, emotionally, financially, professionally. I am working on becoming the next version of myself, the best version of myself. So I am working to outdo myself. And if you work to outdo yourself every month, every quarter, every year, as you continue to become the best version of yourself, people are going to start noticing. People are going to start reaching out and people are going to start sharing with you how you have made an impact because they've been watching you. And after they've watched you for some time, they're going to want to get a little bit closer. They're going to want to see some things behind the scenes. They want to get behind the veil. I have a coaching client I spoke with on this evening. And she said, Terry, when I got introduced to your assistant, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so awesome. I want to be able to work with her too. And so I shared with her on tonight how we're going to do some work to level up her entire life within the next few weeks. And it's starting tomorrow. See, I already had a plan. I already had a plan for her. But as soon as she said yes to working with me individually with my 90 days of unlimited laser coaching, y'all, God has been purposefully aligning people in my path who's going to help her also level up and become the best version of herself. I called her one day. I said, Queen, listen, this is what we're going to do in September. We're going to do X, Y, and Z in September. And here's the direction that we're going in. Y'all, on tomorrow, we are planning the rest of the year. And it's going to be huge. It's going to be incredible. I can actually see in my mind's eye and with my physical eye, like when I look at her, I can see where she's going to be at the beginning of 2025. And people are going to see such a transformation in such a short period of time. They're going to say, who is this? Girl, what happened? What happened to you? And that's because she decided to invest in herself. And she said, you know what? I am ready. I'm ready for it. Every time I give my client, this particular client, not all of them, not being shady, but not all of them, but this particular client, when I give her a task to do, when I tell her where we're getting ready to go, she's like, I'm ready. Let's go. Let's go. She may not have ever done the things that I'm telling her to do. She is walking in uncharted territory a lot of times. She's dreaming bigger than she's ever dreamed before. But not only is she dreaming bigger than she's ever seen before, but she's actually networking in much bigger spaces, much smaller rooms, much more intimate rooms, but rooms that are going to help her accelerate and become one of her industries, I'm not going to say too much, but one of her industries' most sought out professionals. God is good. Y'all, I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm also going live to tell you that I do want to say this. Let me just say it like this. If you do not know that there is an opportunity for you to have a pay later option for your tickets for the Attract Abundance Conference, I do have that option. And I'm sharing that option more publicly outside of my private group, outside of my email list, because I do know that there are some women that are like, oh my gosh, I need to get this ticket. I need to get this ticket, but XYZ is coming up right now. School just started. I just went full time in my business. I just hired somebody new. Like, there's a lot of things that are happening. And so I want you to go ahead and get your ticket, and I want you to plan. I want you to hire your babysitter. I want you to plan. I want you to take off of work if you are working your business part-time and you're working your job full-time. I want you to go ahead and put in October 25th as a day that you will be off of work. If you are a full-time business owner, go ahead and put the dates on your calendar. Mark all those dates off. If you know you want to be in the VIP section, mark off October 24th, 25th, and 26th on your calendar now. Mark it off right now. Find your babysitter now. Find your flight now. Book your hotel room now. I'm telling you, I had a meeting with my volunteers on tonight. And with the meeting that I had with them, they were like, when I showed them the agenda, when I explained the show flow, when I showed them what's happening in the space, one of my volunteers went into prayer immediately. She was like, oh my God, all the things that she has planned for this event is going to be so transformational. I know that the enemy is going to come up against us who said yes to supporting her at this event as well as her. Y'all, the enemy has been, he been doing what he be doing. Okay. Some of you know that I had a death in the family this week, and it was devastating, and it's still been a lot to wrap my brain around. So for all of you who said you're praying for me, you're sending your condolences, all of those things, I thank you. I appreciate you. One of the best things that I could have done on today was to be refueled by going to a networking event. I spoke on that panel. I was in the hot seat, right? I was in the hot seat, and I shared with the women, when you are networking, you want to remember to find your tribe. Find a few communities, and instead of you going to 1,100 different spaces, you want to make sure that you find the spaces that are going to feed you and feed you again and feed you again and feed you again, because you want to make sure that you are growing mentally. You want to make sure you're growing socially. And the way that you make sure that those groups are feeding you is to make sure that you show up and you build relationships deeply. You build relationships deeply. I was sitting on a panel with one person to my right, one person to my left, and then there was another woman, and then there was the host. The host is Stephanie Lofter. Love Stephanie. Stephanie Lofter and I met in 2022. She has changed my life in some incredible ways. I'm so glad that I met that queen. Through Stephanie, I met a lady named Stacy Wright. Stacy Wright has a movement. It's called a Heart Profit movement, right? So Stacy Wright had me speak at her event, and that's how I got introduced to Amy, who, guess what? Amy, who's coming to the Attract Abundance Conference. But also, not only is Amy coming to the Attract Abundance Conference, but she was also a panelist on today. So, in the midst of me having an incredibly difficult week, I was able to not only go to that event, but I was able to be surrounded by women that I see on a monthly basis, because I'm a part of a networking group in which we do network. Now, of course, we're going to exchange our business cards. We're going to talk about the things that we're doing, but we also get to hug each other, and we get to truly ask each other, like, how are you doing? Many of the women at that event today, and I need to post pictures, many of the women, they saw my post. They knew that I had an unfortunate family emergency that happened on this week. And they were truly like, how are you? I'm so happy to see you. And I was able to pour into them by giving them tips as one of the hot seat panelists. You see, the women in that room are women that I see again on a monthly, maybe every other month basis. And I'm making sure that I'm building connections and I'm building relationships. I want you to build relationships with the Business Women Building Wealth community. If you are a businesswoman, if you are a businesswoman and you are not a part of the Business Women Building Wealth community, I'm going to put in the comment section here that I want you to go to jointerry.com. It is a free community. It is a community where we focus on our mindset, our money, and our movement. And with our mindset, our money, and our movement, we're doing a lot of work. We're doing internal work as well as the external work. In that group on last night, I spoke about expensive mistakes, recovering from expensive mistakes. This is not a place where you come to look cute. Okay. Now let me back up. You do want to look cute. You want to dress to impress when you do come to the Attract Abundance Conference, because that's what we do. That's how we do it. However, this is not a place where you just come to look cute and have great photo ops and be able to say that you were there. No, this is a place where you can come and get the help that you need. This is the place where you can come and get the support that you need so that you can be empowered, equipped, and educated as a businesswoman that is building wealth. Now, some of you have asked, can men come? Yes, men can come. As a matter of fact, if you are married, I would love for your spouse to be there, because as we're speaking about your next level in business, it's important for you to have the support of your spouse. So yes, tell your honey we're going to Frisco, Texas in October. Pack your bag. We're taking the trip. And at this conference on Friday, we will be there from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's all day, y'all. It's a workshop, it's an experience, it's a business intensive. But after we're done with day one, you have the night to yourself. You can explore Frisco, Texas. You can go to the Colony. Look up Grandscape. It's a beautiful area. You can go see all types of sights. Enjoy the Dallas nightlife and then come back on Saturday to get the second day in which we focus on what to do with the abundance that we attract. We have people that are flying in to speak and pour into you. Dr. Cosette White, they call her the Beyonce of taxes. She's going to be there. If you're in the tax industry, you want to be there. If you're in the financial services industry, you want to be there. If you have a business and you want to pay less to Uncle Sam, you want to be there. Christina does $1 million a year in Medicare sales alone. You want to be there. What does it take to build a business in which you're doing Medicare sales and making $1 million in doing Medicare sales? You know, sometimes she probably gets bored, she gets tired, but guess what? She has what it takes to be $1 million earner in a male dominated industry. No knock to the men, but she's doing it. You want to be in the room with her. The other day, I went live with Christian McCrae Stewart, and we spoke about the importance of estate planning, legacy planning. The cost of admission is less than what it will cost for you to book a consultation with each of these speakers. Get your ticket to the Attract Abundance Conference, because this is where successful business women meet, gather, grow together, network together. This is where we meet to be educated, equipped, and empowered to build wealth and have more and attract more abundance and have a greater impact with the abundance that we attract. So in the comment section of this video, I am going to put links if you want to pay over time, if you want to pay in 4 payments, if you want to pay in 3 payments. Do what you got to do to get into the room. Because you may say, well, shoot, I'll go ahead and do the Affirm, or I'll go ahead and use Klarna, and then that way I can use the rest of the money to spend on the flight or the hotel room. And don't come alone. Invite your business friend, invite your business bestie. If you have a team, if you have an agency, if you have mentors, if you have clients, invite them. Because you don't want to just get all this goodness on your own and then have to give this information to them secondhand. You want them to be able to experience it firsthand so that you all can continue to grow and level up together. It's time to outdo yourself. You're worth it. You are so worth it. You are so worth it. You are so worth it. I am so worth this good sleep I'm going to get on tonight. I am so worth it. But right now, I'm not sleepy. I was sleepy earlier today. But right now, I'm pretty lit. I'm pretty lit because they poured into me. Now, they didn't know that they were pouring into me on time, because today, y'all, I was tired. This week has been very mentally draining. It's been very mentally draining. But guess what? On tonight, they reminded me that it's time for me to outdo myself. When they started talking about when they met me last year, I'm like, oh, you met me. You thought this about me last year. Well, this year, let me go ahead and show up even greater. Oh, if you went to the Business Women Building Wealth Luncheon in March of this year, or October of last year, or May of last year, and you think that is exactly what the Attract Abundance Conference is going to be like, it's not. It's a totally different event. It's a totally different event. It's not one of those things where you're like, oh, I've been to one of her events. I've been to all of them. No, you have not. You haven't seen anything like this, because I'm consistently outdoing myself. I'm outdoing myself. I did great. Well, I'm going to be greater next time. And if I was greater next time, then I'm going to be fantastic the next time. Then I'm going to be incredible the next time. Then I'm going to be super duper. I don't know. The next time, work on outdoing yourself. If you're hitting the same goal every day, every week, every month, increase those numbers. Don't be afraid to aim higher, shoot higher, do more, do more. Now, you can actually do less and still do more. Like when I say do more of the things that you're already doing, but do more. So if you know that you are following up with your clients, I talked about that on the panel. If you're following up with your clients and you are making 10 calls a day, then do more. If you want to reach another milestone, do 20 calls a day. If you are working out and you have you've reached a point to where it doesn't feel like a workout anymore, it's time for you to do more. So when you are exercising, you usually do a warm up, right? And then if you are just now getting started with a new exercise or a new routine, what you did as a workout is going to eventually become what you do as a warm up. Let me say it again. What you did as a workout, or what you're doing as a workout now, as you consistently get better and grow, what you're doing as a workout is going to become your warm up, because it's going to become easy. It's not going to be challenging anymore. So you outdo yourself because you want to reach the next level. You want to be able to challenge yourself and go to a new challenge. Like it's like when you're playing a video game, right? So you beat level 1, you beat level 2. Like how boring is it for you to stay at the same level? And then you beat level 2, but you just stay at level 2. Like you never go to level 3. You just stay at level 2. You never go to level 10. You just stay at level 2. That seems so odd to me. I wouldn't do that when I'm playing a video game. Haven't played a video game in a minute. Since last year, really, I haven't played a video game. But I used to play video games a lot. And I used to play computer games, y'all, on my old computer when I was in college until my computer ran hot. It was dangerous. But I used to really love playing these games, right? And I'm like, this computer is not going to beat me. It's not going to beat me. I would play the games again and again and again and again because I wanted to get to the highest level. I would play those Nintendo games, y'all, until the game ran hot. Not because I didn't have anything else to do, but I love the challenge and I wanted to beat my record from last time. So you should operate the same way in your life, in your business life, in your financial life, in your personal life, heck, in your love life too. Well, I made this score. I reached this amount. Like it maybe with your savings goal, it used to be hard for you to save $100 a month. It used to be hard for you to save $1,000 a month. It used to be hard for you to put $2,500 a month into your retirement plan. But now you do it with these. So start doing $5,000 a month. Like it's time to go to the next level, and it's time for you to outdo yourself. If you found this video to be inspirational, type inspirational in the comment section. If you found it to be motivational, type motivational or education. What did it say? What did I say? Educational, inspirational, motivational. Please put that in the comment section. If this is good, put a this is good in the comment section. And I'm not seeing any comments yet. I don't think you all are asleep. But who knows? You may be. Y'all may be asleep on tonight. What night is it? Oh, it's Friday, Junior. It's Thursday, so some of y'all may be asleep. I hope you do see this though in the morning. And if you found this video to be helpful, share it with somebody you know. Don't keep me a secret. Thank you for watching this live. By the way, it is National Life Insurance Awareness Month. So if you are in need of life insurance, if you have questions about life insurance, if you want to learn more about how to get the life out of life insurance, make sure you reach out to me. And if you have a life insurance license that you are not using and you got some questions, reach out to me. Have a great night, everyone, or a great morning, depending on where you are. Adios.